Got it.
No.
Hey guys, this is Tasha,
And this is Brina.
and this is Us on Reality.
For this episode, we're going to be discussing Ready to Love, Season 7, Episode 6. Do you like me? So this week started off and it seemed kind of lighthearted and fun. The men were in the lounge with Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't usually have as much banter and whatever as the women do, so yeah.
Yeah.
So then the first date was with Lyndon Blake, Anthony, Sue Ann, Cynthia, and Mercedes. What'd you think about that one?
Well, I thought that I like the combination of people, and
Mm.
I think that it's good. These dates now are starting to really show some type of, oh, what am I trying to say? Like promise, because in the men's lounge, Uncle Tommy told them to work on their promising connections. So, who set this date up? The
Uh,
guys, Blake, Lyndon, and Anthony, they set it up. So I guess they're trying to be intentional with Mercedes, Cynthia, and Sue. But I thought it was so funny. I love to see Cynthia's competitive side in this in this obstacle course. I thought it was really cute. I liked it a lot. And then Lyndon, she kept trying to like rush Lyndon around, and Lyndon was like, Cynthia was trash in the
I know
obstacle.
she's like, Linda, you can't be on my team. I was
Yeah.
like, what is he doing? At one point when he was trying to climb over that, she jumped over him.
Yeah, he has small legs.
Another thing I thought was interesting, at one point, Lyndon took Mercedes off to have a conversation with her. And I was just like, is she a connection for you? But maybe they're all trying to mingle with each other. And so he's trying to see, like, what is that connection like? I mean, that's the whole point.
She was a connection for him in his mind,
Yeah, in his mind.
but no,
Because she
she
soon let him know. She was like, I'm getting friend vibes.
friend vibes, friend
Yeah.
vibes.
And I was like, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Because
And
I don't see it for you, Lyndon.
yeah, and we also saw Lyndon talk to Sue Ann, and he said, "Love, there's a no." Hmm. Who
Yeah.
else did we pick up? Oh, Anthony and Mercedes. They were cute.
Yeah. So that was
Hmm.
another one because Mercedes actually said to him last week, when the ladies were in the lounge, that she was like, Mark Anthony, Anthony, Mark Anthony, Anthony. I was like, Anthony's
Yeah.
talking to you too?
Yeah. He's getting
So
around.
yeah, so I'm like, okay, he has a little bit of a personality. He must. I loved that Mercedes pointed out the fact that if she dated him, it would be like jumping in, hitting the ground running. I was just like, that kind of awareness is valuable.
Yeah, and I want to know like why, because whenever they were over there talking, he asked her, like, I liked how they were just being honest and raw. And he was like, well, what is your thoughts? What is your hesitation? And she was like saying in a way that she didn't think she could fulfill everything that he is wanting out of a woman in a relationship. And I was like, oh, Cynthia can. That's what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking because Mercedes was just like, yeah, I want the things that you want, but like, I'm not there. So that's
Mhm.
why she literally said, I would feel like you need a woman that's ready to hit the ground running. And I was just thinking, like, she's not wrong because he already is there. He just needs you to step in and be ready. And so, just like you said, yeah, Cynthia is capable.
Yeah.
But I
Mhm.
loved Anthony's response back because he was like, I don't expect you to just jump in and do it. It would be both of us doing it together. And I
Yeah.
was like, and that's what makes a marriage.
Yeah.
Both people, sorry, both people agreeing to the situation, both people realizing the work that's necessary and saying, I'll do the work.
They're working on it together.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was like, okay, maybe. At first, I was like, oh, Mercedes just wrote herself out, and I don't really blame her. But then I was like, well, what Anthony is presenting right now is he seems like a man that can roll with that. Like he seemed like to be playful and just have fun and let loose with Mercedes. But he
Yep.
also seems like loose and relaxed, but also on the same wavelength with Cynthia.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Beard no more. Anthony's here. The beard has a name.
The beard has a name. I
It's
like
Anthony. It's Anthony. Yeah.
yeah. But Sue Ann and Blake, what do you think about that connection?
I see. So whenever I was watching them, I was like, that's why they haven't eliminated him. He's here for Saran.
Mhm.
He had his heart. He has his guard down when he's talking to her.
Mhm.
Like he seems like a real person.
Yes.
I like their interaction. So I was like, okay, I'm interested to see where they go
Mhm.
because they seem like they really like each other.
They do. They seem like they would be good together too. Because
Mm-hmm.
just like you said, his guard is down. He seems more playful. He seems more fun when he's talking to her. And I think he mentioned like her talking to other people and how people were like, oh, she's just like so interactive and da da da. And he was like, I don't see that. And
Yeah.
so I was just thinking, maybe because you don't give as much as the other people, Blake, you're a little stiff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like,
Well,
it's probably easier for her with other people, but she didn't let that hold her back. She climbed on into his lap.
yeah, I thought it was cute. Even though it was Blake, that was the first time I was like, oh, I wasn't like that with him. I was like, oh,
Mm. I thought their interaction was really cute when she climbed in his lap and just the scene with them sitting in that oversized chair and she's
yeah,
like sitting up there and she looked like a little playful kid. I was like, oh, they're cute.
like a Disney princess.
Like a Disney princess.
Like a Disney princess.
So poor Lyndon though, the more people I see him with, I just be thinking, who's
I
his
don't know.
boyfriend?
I think him and Morgan have a vibe. She really likes him. She really likes him. You don't think so? You don't agree?
We'll talk about that when we get down to their date. I'll tell you what I think about that.
What
So
about
next,
Jeff?
this was the one with Jeffrey and Blue, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like how she was telling him what she wanted from him to be more forward, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't really see. I mean, it's not for me to see, but I mean, we are doing this whole review the show. I just don't really. I would never just go and pick those two out and be like, "Oh, you two, you look like you go together."
I feel like I see her with Blue more than with Mark Anthony or even with Demario. That seems super random. Because they're both chill.
Well, we already established that she's hot.
So Blue could be hot
She's
too. He's a lounge owner, a hookah lounge owner.
hot.
um, but when they were sitting there looking at the ducks holding hands, like it was just so peaceful.
It was. Was it?
It
It
seemed
was.
like it. The only thing that was disturbing the peace were those edges. I was just like, why would she reveal her edges like that? What, you didn't see it?
All of America saw it, but you isn't. You you are not. That is against code. I don't think you're supposed to
Is
put.
it when she did this? I mean, she saw that when she left her house.
It was very windy. What she had placed.
Okay, that's fair. It's possible. It was very
It
windy.
was super windy, and I think that she's gonna be really mad when she sees that.
Yeah, because at one point it looked like she kind of like tucked it back over and it kind of was like laying better. So
I'd be feeling so bad when Black women's hair don't look right on TV. I feel bad. Like I feel like, dang, I should have flew out there and helped her. Like something like that. Cause I'm just like,
I was just thinking earlier
you don't
about
want
how
it.
you were saying before how you have friends that want to reach out to other people and be like really good friends. And you were just like, you don't have that in you. Like, you're not going to help somebody beyond what they want to help. And I was just thinking, yeah, you don't get mixed up in these situations. Like, I was somewhere earlier and I just thought to myself, Tasha would never be in this situation.
Mm-mm.
But
What
here
was the
you are
situation?
wishing you could fly out to Miami to fix somebody's edges. She
Well,
saw that,
she's on.
producers saw that, and nobody felt the need to fix her hair.
That's what I think is trash. Like
Mm-hmm.
many people were around. They could have cut. Somebody could have gave her a comb,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody thought to do it.
It was unfortunate. Blue and Jeffrey, they seem to have a good vibe. Didn't really surprise me because like I said, they both seem like laid back, chill people. And I did like how she told him what she wanted and then he immediately acted on it.
He did. That was very nice.
I like Blue.
I like how he spells his name with two U's.
I like him.
Yeah.
So then next was Lyndon and Morgan, the one you were just saying. Do you think they have a? They seem more like friends to me. Which I mean, a good relationship should start with a friendship.
But
But
yeah,
so maybe that actually is a good thing because I was just thinking they seem friend zone to
they
me,
vibe. They vibe
but
really
they
well.
both have
The
expressed
friend,
liking each other. So
maybe that's the friend thing you're picking up because they just vibe so smoothly.
yeah, I was thinking there was more seemed like romantic energy with Tony, but I was like, no, that's just sexual tension. And is that always the best thing to build a relationship on?
Talk
You.
about. Yeah, I don't want to.
So back
Take
to that
body.
maybe her relationship with Lyndon should be the one that takes off because they seem very comfortable.
They do. They seem super comfortable. Comfortable.
Marcia and Tony.
Mm, mm. See, it's again. Is he hungry? He should eat before the dates.
No, he told her, he was like, you didn't eat at our last date. Are you gonna eat at this one? Because I'm gonna eat. So
Hmm.
he's eating on these dates.
He look like he gonna eat too.
That's not what he wants.
I wish that somebody would take a picture of him when they first sit his plate down and compare it to his face when he looks at the women. Is it the same face?
Marcia seems uncomfortable. We were just saying that Morgan seems comfortable with Lyndon. Marcia seems uncomfortable with Tony. Like she's interested, she wants to see what else is there. But like she even said, like it's hard for her to just let her guard down fully.
Because she has to feel safe first. But one thing I thought was crazy is that Marcia asked him like about his other connections, like he did
Mm-hmm.
Morgan,
Mm-hmm.
and he actually ranked them.
She said in order because first she did because
I know she did, but so have you ever seen anybody on the dating show actually be honest and be like, well, old girl
Cole
is who?
Cole on Love Is Blind.
Oh God, girl.
No, but he was saying, I like you, I like Morgan. Like he was like, y'all are my top two. Like he was saying that, and then she was like, order, order, in order.
Yeah, I know
So
she was
he was
taking.
like, fine, Morgan, you. And she was like, I can't believe that. Why'd you ask? Did
She
you
probably
you didn't want to know? You should just let him say you and Morgan. You should let that go.
well, I guess in a way we need to respect it because he was honest.
He was, and she asked for it. Don't ask for something if you don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling like Marcia's match is not here. Like Blue's already said he's not interested. Tony seems
But,
like he's more into Morgan. She seemed uncomfortable with Lyndon. What?
but did he though just say like he's not interested? I don't feel like he said that to her. I feel like
He didn't
she's
say
not
it to her. He didn't say it to her. He said it in a confessional.
right. So he needs to say it to her because I
Like
think
for sure.
she may still be in the running with Boo in this.
No,
May not be.
she thinks that. She obviously thinks that she has a match here. That's why she's still on the show. But I'm saying for me, I feel like there's nobody here for her. Like who do you see her with?
Dre, the radio host Dre.
You don't. So I'm gonna keep talking.
Mm.
So then that last little gathering, the last foursome, Mark
Hmm.
Anthony, Tony, Jeffrey, and Jonique.
Hmm. I think that Jonique, well, she said she was so interested in like trying to get to talk to Mark Anthony and get to know him a little bit. That did not at all happen because he was completely smitten with Jeffrey. But I was very happy to see that Tony was super open to everything that Jonique was saying. Like he was
He
liking him.
likes her. Oh, he likes her. He was feeling her
He,
on the yacht.
yes, but it has
Mhm.
kind of just like ramped up. So it may actually be Morgan, Jonique, Marcia.
I think so.
Yeah, because he likes her a lot.
Yeah, he likes Joni. He likes her a lot.
He
And I
likes
was
her.
like you were saying, I was happy that he was there for her too, because she said something at one point, and Mark Anthony was like, "Oh, well, what's your list?" And she was like, "No, I was saying I don't have one." It's like he's not listening to her because he's not interested.
Exactly.
In the same way, Blake kind of like was not listening to her when they were on the date, but each time Jonique is not getting short with nobody, she's not being rude. She's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna get going,
And
I
she
love
seems
her.
like she would be the one to pop off,
Mhm.
but she don't.
She don't.
She
She's
don't.
chill.
I just be waiting for her to be like, oh, they about to. But she don't. She be like, and then and I think she's gonna let somebody have it in the confessional. She just be like, and he's not the one for me.
Mhm. I like her. I love her. And whenever they were on the yacht, I know I'm going back, but I was thinking when she had that swimsuit on, Jonique is a curvy woman. We can see that. But when she had on that swimsuit, I was like, she looks really good in that.
Yeah, she
So
did.
it's
She
all about, like we said the other day, finding the right material and outfit for your body.
yep, dressed your body. Don't worry about dressing nobody else. Just yours.
Mhm. She looked good. Tiffany was talking to Sue Ann. So they had a, was this before then? Okay. So they had the mixer at the end of the night.
They penned over, and Morgan and Lyndon were together, and Tony was like, Morgan, don't. Morgan's over
Butter
there.
and Linden up.
But
That's
Lyndon,
all right.
why are you so upset? You over there taking shots at the bar with Jonique.
Because he's a child.
But you're not worried. But you're not worried about Lyndon.
So, and then Sue Ann was talking to Anthony, and she was just like, "Yeah, I feel like we're so laid back, da 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 da." And he was like, "Yeah, we're just cordial." She was just like, "Dude, I just told you like do more," and you just like,
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to nicely say he's not interested.
"Is that what he was doing?" Because I thought he said that he thought him and Sue Ann had a connection.
Yeah, maybe he means like a connection of friendship.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. So that's again why I was like, this dude seems like he doesn't really do anything. Like he's just
Or
I
maybe
get the vibe from him that he expects women to be the aggressor and like he'll do something if they do something. But yeah, you're right. Maybe he's just not into her because like he was totally going back and forth with Cynthia and Mercedes. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like maybe he's just not that. Maybe he's just not that into you.
that's all right. Susu has Blake. Because who else does Sue Ann have if it's not Blake? So the really big announcement. The really,
Yeah.
you good?
Mm-hmm.
Got it all out?
Is it?
Okay. So there was a really big announcement at the mixer. Do you remember?
Yes.
I like that they did that.
Is back. You say Andre's back. Wait, I gotta find something else.
Mhm.
Oh, this would be better.
So Andre's back.
Andre's back. Andre's back.
So stupid. So yeah, Andre is back, and I was excited that they did that because I was like, this man should not be eliminated like altogether, especially because he was making such great connections with people.
Well, they said that was his choice.
So Andre came back, and with the
Suan was so excited, or Cynthia was so excited.
Cynthia was excited. Jeffrey said she was happy, whatever.
No, she didn't. She looked. I don't know how I feel about it. Do
They went around the room and Tommy was like, now we're gonna say who you guys want to eliminate. And like Morgan said, this is gonna be hella awkward. The person's right there, you're gonna say something about him. But they
right?
didn't hold back.
They
And
did
for
it.
whatever reason, Andre was able to get first. Um, gosh, I cannot find words. Andre had the first say about what was going to happen, and he didn't hold back.
He didn't.
Mercedes, he didn't
Didn't
check on her brother when he was on his deathbed. I was like, damn, Andre.
right. Right. Oh my gosh. And I guess they're gonna discuss it more because we saw a clip of the up and coming, and she was like, kind of out of sight, out of mind. But I
I,
mean, to be fair, didn't she just meet you and you guys did not have a connection? What is she calling you for?
she didn't. Yes, yes, yes. All of that. All of that. And like she didn't know you were gonna come back. These people are here. You're going through the process with them. What is she supposed to be doing? Calling you and checking in behind you. Sometimes some people get so sick in that condition, they're not all up on their phone. So what is she supposed to be doing? I was like, yeah, I'm mad he came at her like that. And I love that she said that to his face. She was like,
Yeah.
I mean, out of sight, out of mind. Bro, you're not one of my top connections. I'm not sweating this. Why are you?
I was like, what did I know you? A week? I saw you twice at the mixers? Like, did we
He
even
seemed, he seemed
information
to be
outside?
he seemed to be well, it seemed like they had each other's numbers. I mean, for him to say that. But he seemed to be connected more with Cynthia and Jeffrey anyway. So why are you
Just
stressing
stop.
her?
She should just tell him, I don't like guys with squiggly curls on their forehead. I don't do that.
And then they came for Mark Anthony. A lot of the women were like, he doesn't do this and da 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 da. And I was like, ooh. So I guess only Mercedes and Jeffrey are the ones that are feeling Mark Anthony because the rest of the ladies seem like not team Mark Anthony.
They are not. It's like they think like it's coming across like they think he's too young, like he's not even sure what he wants. So how can he be on here looking for something like so
That's the
permanent?
energy that man gave me through the TV screen. So I'm not surprised that's what they get from him in person.
I'm not getting it.
Initially, that's what I got from him. Seeing him, what did he say? When maybe it was at this particular moment. Somebody said something to him and I didn't write it down. But his
Hmm.
response back to them, I was like, no, that makes sense. And like
What?
it's I whatever he said back in defense of himself, I was like, that makes sense. And also I feel like a lot
Oh,
of people were saying, oh, I'm not connected with Mark Anthony. He only has two. Suan, I think, only had like one or two connections, and people were like, you're not really talking to a lot of people. And I'm like, should they be though?
yeah.
Like
I'm not sure for like. I
it's
don't want.
narrowing down. There's only like what 6 or 7 guys and of each left. Should you still be talking to everyone at the same capacity? So I was just, why are we going in so hard on some people? Just say like, I haven't connected with you.
I don't think so because there's one thing. It's I understand it's like the show, and Tommy wants everybody to talk to everybody because you can try to build connections. But
Mm-hmm.
if you are out somewhere, are you just going to talk to everybody out there? Hey, I never know. Like, I'm not physically at all attracted to you, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe if we talk, we'll build something. Is that what you want?
No.
That's not what you want.
Especially if you have a pick of so many people that you have interest in, why are
Yeah.
you gonna go hunt down a possibility that you
No,
have to work that much harder for when there's certain people that you just naturally connect with?
I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it,
Nobody
Tommy.
wants to do that.
I'm not going to do it.
No.
But I feel like on this season, they're doing a really good job of doing that, though.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah, they're talking to a lot of people. No.
So I thought that I don't know how it happened again. I think Jeffrey with her petty childish behind brought it up. And she was just like, Blake, you need to stop talking about me and da 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 da. And I feel like this is again where Blake was mature and he was just like, Jeffrey, obviously, like it's not there between you and I. I wish you well. Like, find the person that works for you. And
Yeah.
she was like, whatever, Blake, save it. You're too old to be lying. I was just like, girl, he's trying to just say, I'm done and like leave it alone. And you just pulling it up. And
Hmm.
then she said something about Suan. So
Yeah.
Suan was like, and that's another thing, like keep my name out your mouth. Like, don't
Yeah.
don't call my name. That's what she kept saying. I
Don't
was like,
my name. I'm at the adult table.
on that one, I was like, I just felt like Jeffrey was being messy. Like, but I think that's a part of, being possibly self-medicated is that you don't respond in the best way.
Mm.
You out here
But
being messy for no reason. You don't like him, he don't like you. Understood. Don't talk to him.
but you know what else? She wasn't the only one that jumped on the I don't like Blake bandwagon because
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Blake, but
Jonique
I feel like
co-signed it. Jonique co-signed it. Of course, Suanne said he was wonderful.
I feel
Um,
like when other people say they don't like Blake, like Jonique, she was like, when we were out together, he seemed like he wasn't feeling me. We just didn't vibe. Like and they leave it at that. But like Jeffrey's like, he's a this, he's a liar, he's this. And it's
yeah,
like,
I want to know the backstory. Like what happened that we didn't see.
one thing Jeffrey said when they were on the group date, her, Mark Anthony, Tony, and Jonique,
Hmm.
somebody was talking about what it looked like to have like I guess your dream or what you think like marriage should look like or something like that. And she said something along the lines of like trying to have the ideal situation, but she said something else and I'm not remembering it. But what I recall her saying is that left me giving birth by myself.
Yeah. Oh, she was talking about like when you have a list of like how you want a certain person to be, like what you're looking for. Like I didn't want to date somebody who had kids because I already had kids, and she said, and that left me in a position giving
Yeah.
birth by myself.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that just made me think like more, I wonder more about her situation,
Hmm.
you know. That's something you don't really get to find out in a show like this when there's so much activity going on in such a short amount of time.
Yep.
So they did say that at the end of that night, though, they're supposed to eliminate a man and a woman.
Hmm.
But it looks like that this mixer, this party, whatever, is going over into next week.
Yep.
So we'll find out then.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. We'd love to see what you think about what we think. Have a great one.
Bye.